Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 4. Um, in the last few classes, we saw how we play the opening, how to take advantage of opponent's mistakes in the opening, and then we looked at how the third class we looked at how value of the pieces will change in different position. So the points system where knight is 3 points, rook is 5 points, queen is 9 points, all will change depending on different positions. And in this class, we are looking at how centralization, so how putting your pieces in the center or in very good squares will affect the value of pieces and how strong your position is. So we are looking at how centralization will work in your games. Okay, so we go through the first game. D4 d5, c4 e6, knight c3, knight f6, bishop g5, bishop e7, all normal opening. e3, castling, knight f3, b6, bishop d3, bishop b7, takes, takes. And then here, what would you play for white? Castle is a normal move. So here, right, castling is a normal move, which is not bad. You can play this, but here white played knight e5. So the plan is simple. I want to put my knight on in the center, very good square. It's controlling a lot of key squares, and I want to play f4 in future and just keep my knight here very strong. Let's say if we played castling and knight d7. Now knight e5 is not possible anymore because I'll just take it. um, Knight will take, and then you break the pawn. You play d takes e5. In the game, I want to play f4 and f takes e5. Okay, so knight e5. We are centralizing our pieces. Knight d7, f4, c5, castling, c4. This is a mistake. The reason why is a mistake is whenever opponent has very strong center, this strong center, you don't want to let him have it just like that. You don't want to have him to keep. You want to always break the center. So here, in the right moment, maybe black could have taken on d4 and make white have an isolated pawn. But with c4, now there is no pressure on any of the squares or any of these pawns. No pressure at all. And the pawn center is very strong. And that is why c4 is a mistake. So let's go through the game. Bishop c2, a6. And here, how would you play? Right. Um, the best move is queen f3. What I want to do is maybe I want to play queen h3 and try to attack here. Maybe. also what it does is it is stopping knight to e4. So here knight to e4 is not possible because I'll just take, pawn takes, and then bishop takes. So I win a pawn. So both of this plan is stopped. Sorry, one plan is queen h3, and another plan is to stop knight e5. b5, queen h3. So now, why is knight e5 not working? Knight e4 is not working. What's the problem with knight e4? Just take 30 seconds. What is the problem with knight e4? Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Knight e4 doesn't work because this knight is hanging. Free knight. Okay. Just bishop takes, queen takes, and then you take the knight, free knight. Okay, so black played g6. How would you continue? This is key attacking ideas in this kind of position. So take 1 or 2 minutes. If you need more, oops, sorry. If you need more time, please pause the video again. But try to figure out what would you play if this is your position in the tournament. What would you play? Okay, I will continue, but if you need more time, just pause the video. So here white played f5. I want to attack. My pieces are already looking at the king side. This all these pieces are already in the king side. So I want to attack on the king side. b4. How would you play? Okay, f takes g6. What is the problem if what black takes on c3? What happens? Right. So we have a mate on h7. So we just sacrifice. Takes, takes, bishop takes, and then next move is mating. Okay. So something like this. If f takes, then got this. This is totally winning. Right. So here after b4, f takes g6, and then black takes on g6. White played queen h4, uh, attacking on f6. So here the threat is knight takes d7. If I take this, the threat is knight takes d7, and then I win. Knight, anyway, have to play like this. Takes. Maybe I can even rook takes, and it's winning. This pawn will never go far because I'll just play something like this. These pawns are stuck. This pawn is stuck. Okay, so we go back. So queen h4, there's a clear threat. Still black cannot take this easily. Took, knight takes d7, queen takes, rook f6 is what happened in the game. Black played a5, rook f1. So you're here, you're not interested in taking. You can take if you want, but then this is wasting time. So you want to carry on the attack anyway. Even if he takes this, this pawn is going nowhere. This bishop is very good controlling here this file. Even this two pass pawn push, this bishop is handling it very well. And here maybe there's some threats of, wait, I won't tell you the threat, so later you'll figure out. Okay, so here c takes b2 also doesn't work. So rook f1, rook a6, and here your turn. Take 1 or 2 minutes, pause the video, and think what to do for white. All my pieces are on the king side attacking, so there must be something which can happen. Just take 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, for the sake of time, I'll go through the moves. So here, um, white played bishop g6. So I want to break the king side position and try to checkmate. So for now, the threat is queen h7 me. Black has to take it. Rook f8, bishop f8. How would you play? 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct. So rook takes f8, king takes, and then you try to checkmate here. Queen takes, only move, check. And if he goes to e6, this is checkmate. If he goes to e6, this is checkmate. So here this is forced mate, huh? King here, queen h8, and then either way it will be checkmate. Okay, but then the main thing here, we want to discuss how white's strategy of playing in the center with knight e5 and f4, and once the center is very strong, black played the wrong move of c4, then he managed to get a good attack. Right, let's go to our next position. Okay, our next position is by white is Nimzowicz, very strong grandmaster, and white to play. So what do you think about the position? First of all, um, black's king is a bit weak because it's open there. There's one. The pawn structure is broken. It's all isolated pawns. White has an outside pass pawn. White's king is safe, and these two pawns are good. So in general here, white is better. Not sure if it's winning, but white can make black's life very difficult. So here, white to play, what would you do? Pause the video if you need more time. So what would you do? So you can pause now. What I'll do is I'll just go through, I'll continue. So here white played queen h5. So actually the plan is to tie the rook down, um, because I'm attacking. Sorry, let me get rid of this arrow. So the rook, the queen is attacking e5, attacking rook, and the queen is defending the rook. So queen cannot move. I mean, queen has to be defending the rook all the time, and also the rook cannot move from the e file. He has to defend this. Black played rook e7, getting away from this attack, and now the queen can move. White played rook d1, threatening rook d8. Queen g6, queen f3, threaten again of queen f8, king g7, and then how would you play here? White to play. Take a minute again. Remember the key of, the theme of today's class is centralization. You want to put your pieces at the best square possible where the value of the piece is very strong, where it does a lot of things. Okay, queen d5. So queen is very well placed, centralized, attacking this, attacking this. Of course, black needs to do something. He cannot just lose the pawn uh, without any kind of compensation. So black played queen h5, attacking this rook. Now, how would you play? This is easy. Many of you got it. Rook d3. So bringing the rook into the attack. You don't know. Maybe he's going to g3. Maybe on f3. Most probably g3 lah. Queen f7. Rook g3. King h8. Queen takes c5. So you must realize that queen f1. I can always play queen g1. Queen f1. Queen g1. Rook f8. But now white is already a pawn up. Again, still the king is bad. This king is bad. The pawns are still broken. So white has a good advantage. h3, e4. How would you play here? How would you play here? Right, very simple. This, this, and then just play this. Oops, sorry. Just play this position. I'm gonna try to attack this pawn while defending. My king is gonna come here, try to attack this pawn again and win this pawn. So if once I win this pawn, I'm already 2 pawns up, clearly winning. So at this position, after h3, e4, queen takes f1, black resigned. But the main thing is here, this maneuver, queen h5. So this maneuver of queen h5, queen f3, queen d5. So centralizing your pieces, and then playing this rook d1, d3, g3 is very important, and you should be familiarized with this kind of maneuvers. Okay, let's go to our next position. Okay, we are here. White is Paul Keres, very strong player, and black is Bobby Fischer, former world champion. Black is threatening to queen, have a second queen, but it's white's turn to play. Yeah? So we think about this position. White in this position, white has a bishop up. Black's king is weak. White's king may become weak also. Maybe there's some checks or what, maybe. But the most important thing is black is going to queen next move. How would you play for black? How would you play for black? Sorry, for white. How would you play for white? White's turn to play. The theme is centralization. And I'll give you a clue. So here, the problem is this king. Maybe there's a lot of checks where the king cannot run away. And then it will be a draw. Okay, some of you said bishop f5, which is good also. Bishop f5, queen f5, and then queen g2. So something like this, sorry, something like this maybe draw. Queen g4 takes, king g6. Maybe a draw. I know this one is black wins. Sorry, bishop f5 is a black win. And if you don't take, let's say something like this, then there will be a problem of check. And then basically black is good, white is going to attack this king non-stop with checks, and this queen is actually blocked by this bishop. So I'm going to keep checking. White is going to keep checking. So it'll be a draw. So the only move is queen takes f5, and black wins. Here the brilliant move, queen e5 is a draw. Very strong move. Doesn't matter giving away this queen, but there will be non-stop checks. Again, check like this, and there's no way these two queens can even block. So just something like this. Right, so cannot come here because of mate. So this will be a draw. Okay, so here queen e5, and it will be a draw. Black played queen h1, bishop h3, queen takes, king takes, g1 queen, and here is still a draw because of here is very good move, king g3. So we are having a distant opposition. King f6, king f4, and black cannot come in. So here is black's turn to play, and he cannot come in. White has the opposition. Right, so queen e5, very good move, centralization, and together with bishop f5, even though black will get a queen, it will only be a draw. Next position. Okay, this will be our final example on centralization. We looked at how your minor pieces in the first game, minor pieces can be centralized. We looked at how the queens can be centralized with typical maneuvers. And then we looked at this last example. We can look at in endgames, even the king can be centralized. In endgames, your king should always be active as possible because there is less pieces, there's less chance of the king being checkmated, so you should bring the king out. In middle games, it's not possible because usually there's some queens or what. The king can get attacked. It won't be safe in the center. But endgame, king must be active. So here, what do you think about the position first? Take 30 seconds. Pause the video if you need more time. So I'll go through. So for pieces, black has two bishops, which are better than this bishop and knight. Rooks may be very slightly better for black. Um, this rook is about the same lah, I think. All of this. But the main thing is these two bishops are stronger than these two pieces. Maybe in future, black may be able to play like this, trying to attack, but not for now. For now, the king cannot become very active because there's two rooks. He can't play king e7 to a3. So here, what would you do? You're black, what would you do? Okay, I will continue. If you need more time, pause the video. So here the main thing is black wants to activate the king. Black wants to attack this pawn or maybe this pawn. Maybe he might be able to play like this if the bishop moves. But the rooks are there. So here black wants to trade the rooks first. And then these two bishops will become very strong. So rook b2, trading one pair of rooks. And black played knight h3 here. How would you play? Right, king e6, activate the king. Now the king also defends this pawn, d5 pawn, so the rook can move. Rook c2, uh, rook is threatening to play on c6, so king d6 first. f5, and now how would you play? So what did we tell? I told you in the starting of this example is black wants to trade all his rooks, all the rooks, so the king can come active, can become active. He may come to a3, attack this pawn. He may come to e5 to d4, try to attack this pawn. So the option is there, but the rooks must go off first. So the right move here is rook c8, trying to trade the last pair of rooks. Bishop d1, just take, and then king e5, attacking f5 also, so g4, bishop e3. So now king wants to come on d4, king f3, king d4. Now how would you play if I played king e2? How to play? So take a minute, pause the video, think of how to play for black. So here white doesn't have any moves which he can make. He cannot bring his knight out, cannot play any of these moves, because you just take and then win this pawn. The king is already also cannot move because this pawn is hanging, and the bishop cannot move here or here because this pawn is hanging also. So here you just want to push this pawn first to here, and then maybe you're going to play king c3, take this bishop. So first move is bishop b5. Again, white doesn't have much moves. You can play a4, bishop c2. You can play a3 also. Next move, I want to come on here and then try to win this pawn. Let's say it's bishop b1. So you cannot come king c3 because this bishop is hanging for now. Bishop a4. Again, bishop cannot move. Knight cannot move. All the pieces are bad. King f3 runs to bishop d1 also. So here this is called zugzwang. White doesn't have any good moves and he lost this game. But I want you to see from this position at the start, black knew that the king should be activated, should be centralized. That is why he traded his rooks first, and so that his king can come out. Right, so in this class we learned centralization. It is not only for minor pieces or major pieces. We can also centralize the king. When you centralize your pieces, the value of the piece becomes higher because it can do a lot more. I hope you have learned how to think about centralization, the typical maneuvers. Remember the queen h5, queen f3, queen d5. So this kind of maneuvers you should know. In this example, how the king came up to be centralized. So this kind of things you should have, you should get familiarized. If you have any questions, please contact me. I'll answer it. Okay.